everybody! The Genshin anniversary has come and gone, and what have we learned? Well, during this video, I'm going to be playing footage of Chi-Chi just dead. Crying, being very sad. This is all from the official Genshin Discord server that has maxed out members. So it's not just people joining just to send this sticker. These are the people that were already in there. And I'm sure if more people could get in, there would be even more. But I actually had to speed up the footage from this video because there's so much and I never got to the end because it took so long. So, Genshin Anniversary. What did we get? We got a 10 pool and some other stuff. It's the same exact login event from Lantern Rite. Exact same rewards. Except for with the Lantern Rite, we get typical 4-star. Now, for an anniversary, maybe don't copy and paste a previous event. Just a thought. I know making a game is hard, but the reason why you are able to continue making a game is because of your community. And if you don't put time in to show the community that you appreciate them and care, you're not going to have a community anymore. Little editor's note. Their community is already falling, and instead of addressing anything, they are blocking you from talking on every single website if it's negative. Now, some people are shitting on the web event. I think it's unwarranted. It's an amazing web event. If you don't know of it, you get to go back and, your steps of Genshin Impact and the dates you did this and who was the first person to visit your Serenity Pot and all that cool stuff. I think it's a good look back. But then you reach the end. And I almost wish you didn't get any rewards for watching it. Because I got a little emotional watching mine. I looked at all the birds I've killed, how many slimes I've killed, how many hilichurls I've killed, basically just everything that I've killed. I looked at how many times I have used sucrose to carry domains, and other fun things. And then at the very end, I'm left to open a chest. And it gives me 40 Primo Gems. It is a kick in the balls. It's a kick in the balls. I was getting a little emotional, I was tearing up a little bit, I was reminded of why I love the game so much. And then they instantly remind you, hey man, we don't care. What? For me, I wasn't necessarily hoping for a custom 5-star. And I know some people were saying it would make a difference anyways, because they should be saying thank you to the whales, and the whales don't need 5 stars because they already have C6. But they could have given us, some Mora that's not, a very minuscule amount. I've said this almost everywhere I've commented on this topic, but you can't even buy out all the food, from one day with the Mora that they give you. You go to every single shop, and I think, by the time you get to Liyue, halfway through, you don't have enough money to buy anything else. So it's a very minuscule amount of Mora. So they could have given us a decent amount, or had it scale off of AR. AR 20 having a million Mora is excessive. AR 55 having a million Mora is pocket change. You should have 3 million minimum if you want to do anything. So maybe they could give us Mora that scales with our AR, or just resin. That's a reward that would also help out whales. They do max resin refills, but after that, after you use your fragile resin, you don't have anything else to do. So maybe for the login event, they could have replaced everything with 1 resin, 2 resin, and then the second to last one could be 3 resin or 5 resin. Something that helps the players at the end game, because the players that are financially supporting the game are whales that are at the end game, the most boring part, which kind of sucks because you'd think if you put more time into it, you'd have more fun. But sadly, Genshin punishes you a bit for playing more. So giving more resin could give them just that little bit more content, just that, tiny, teeny bit of more stuff to do. They could have added any of the quality of life changes that we have been begging for. They could have brought Genshin to the Switch like they said they were going to do months ago. They can give us the KFC gliders that we were promised in July, I think? It might have been June. But again, months ago, we were promised these KFC gliders. They could have released Aloy earlier, I guess, and to PC, and I think maybe there would be a little bit less backlash. But at the same time, it's just a collab. It's not a stand-in for an anniversary gift. There's just so many things they could have done differently. And most of the player base agrees. I think right now the Google Play rating for Genshin Impact is like around 2.7, but it hit 1.7 and 1.9. MiHoYo is now deleting negative reviews. So that's fun. I am a little disappointed. I do like the cooking event. I like going around and finding chests. It reminds me of exploring when I first got the game. That's why I liked the summer event so much. I loved going to all the islands and finding everything, and being sent on this again and looking for chests and stuff was fun. Got a decent amount of primos from it, but it kind of has nothing to do with the anniversary. Like, it feels like if the anniversary date wasn't even here, we would still have the exact same thing. Because like I said before, the Lantern Rite gave us even better rewards for no event having to do like with MiHoYo. But this is the anniversary, so we would probably still have the login. And at the very least, we would still have this cooking event because they just needed an event for the fall season. There are some people that say we should be grateful or that it's immature to expect things. But I think it's kind of, I don't want to say stupid because it sounds so childish, but I think it's a little stupid to look down on people who expect something from a company that they made a billion-dollar company within months of release. You know, I think it's fair to expect something. And like I said before, I don't even care about 5 stars. They could, like, a good amount of resin, a good amount of Mora, XP books, or anything, but it's like, it's like the MiHoYo Labs, like, login, daily login, that is already out. And then they just replaced some things with some wishes. And again, that's still only a 10 pull. I don't know. They could have given a wish for every AR. So, like, people that barely play, that aren't going to spend money anyways, aren't getting, like, a free 5-star for not playing. But those that are AR 57, like me, will get 57 wishes, which isn't even enough for a 5-star. But I grinded to get AR 57. And I played the game, and I've done all the quests, 100% everything, Animoculus, Geoculus, almost got all the Electroculus, world quests, all that stuff, so I can be AR 57. And get the same exact amount of rewards from my buddy that played 20 days. In his recap, it said he's played 20 days, and he's about like AR 20 something. I don't know. I think I would like to say that I'm not implying that I should get more rewards because I've played more. However, there are some people saying that it wouldn't be fair to give out wishes because people that don't deserve it wouldn't get it, but scaling rewards off of AR would be a really easy way to combat that. I didn't even mention this, but I thought I should tag it on here. Genshin Impact did do some giveaways from their marketing team. If you retweeted and gave them free advertising, you had a chance to win a Welcome Moon. So I thought I should put that in there. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth, knowing that that is a better reward than what you were getting from the anniversary event in-game. But they are unrelated, and the marketing team was trying to do something good. It's just the actual in-game rewards pale in comparison to the chance of what you have to win if you retweet their stuff every day. I've gone through all stages of grief at this point. Now I'm just kind of waiting for the next part of the events to unlock. I finally run out of Mystic Enhancement Ores, so I think that was a bigger event than the anniversary, sadly. I do want to say, there are people upset about the events with the gacha and on the forums with the fan art submission and the cosplay submissions. They have always done contests like that, and I know not everybody is aware, but they have always done contests where you enter and there's always a small chance of winning. And then even if you do like quote unquote win, then there's still like a % chance. They've always done that. They're not just doing that with the anniversary. There's normally not as many participants, I will say, because it's normally not something as big as the anniversary. But I want to say at least once or twice a month, they release a new event that people can participate in. And that's their like social media team. And honestly, most of the time, like the artists that I see, it's art that they've already drawn that they just resubmit under like the MiHoYo tab on Hoyo Labs. So I don't know. I don't think people should be upset about that. It sucks that not all the artists can win, but it's like that with every game. Like you look at League of Legends and they will get art that's worth like thousands of dollars, like animations, if they like put it on merch. But then they have these contests where you can draw for a chance for you to win, and then they'll also use your art on merchandise and stuff like that. It's like that's just how art contests are. So I think people should not be angry about that. For closing thoughts, I don't know. It's a little depressing that we didn't get anything. It's understandable that they don't want to give out too many wishes. It's still greedy, but we already knew that from their low rates. So we already knew that, but we didn't know that they just didn't really care until recently, or at least me, because I've always had good experiences because I'm involved with the community, and I make videos and it's fun. Post on the forums and interact with the staff sometimes even, and they always seem super kind and understanding. But this just kind of, I guess it's a bit of a reality check, because as much as I see it as, oh, it's this tiny little company that blew up and like they're humble but they're successful and their game is great, it's kind of like, well, now they're a big company. They don't need us to be happy. They're going to succeed anyways. Even now, people got the Google Play reviews for MiHoYo's game Genshin Impact down to, I think 1.7 was the lowest, and now they're just going through and deleting negative reviews posted in the past like 48 hours. They don't care. They don't need to care. But I wish they did. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.